It's crazy how you bump into somebody and they become your person. Now, everybody isn't going to understand why this is your person, but you have to understand that it's not for them to understand. You found your person. Be in love. Be happy.
Welcome to Being a Bae podcast with Ja and Rena. How y'all doing out there today? We missed y'all last week, but we here today with I think is a wonderful episode. So we're talking about in-laws and family ties. Am I right, baby?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah. So, babe, you did such a wonderful job leading last time. I think. Don't y'all agree? Do you want to lead this time, or do you want me to lead?
Wait. As you know, we don't rehearse or we don't pause and stop.
Right.
We go straight off the dome. Mm-hmm. So, I think I'm gonna just piggyback off you. Let's see where you take us, and then we'll go from
Thank you for letting me lead.
No problem.
As the man should. No, but before we go into that, hold up. Being the Bae juice.
Y'all know we still on it.
Still on the Bae juice. Bae ain't too keen on the passion fruit. I'm loving the passion.
I don't know. I didn't put no alcohol in it last time, so let me see.
You didn't? That's where you were slipping at.
Yeah. Nope.
She ain't feeling it, y'all.
It's the same.
It's cool. We're gonna get another flavor for her. I'm loving it. But anywho, okay, family ties, in-laws. Man, this is actually a good one.
Why you say?
I'm kind of, I would say we kind of been, we had a lot of dealings with that in the beginning of our relationship. Kind of still going on a little bit. Trying to do some repairing on things. But anywho, yeah, so, in-laws. Now, the way I grew up and what I saw, my mom didn't really mess with her mother-in-law because she had a lot of bad ways, you know. And the thing is you have to always protect yourself of your energy, your peace, and problems that can be caused for you and your partner.
Right.
You know, so obviously I took that from my mom because seeing that, you know, I understand it with being an adult.
Right.
You know, I'm more on that same path with me, you know, that I'm the same way. And I have to, because the thing is that you would love to have that in-law, you know, father-in-law, mother-in-law. You would love to have those people in your life, you know, because that makes the family, it makes you more of a family unit, a dynamic, where y'all can come together and be one big happy family. But if they have a lot of skeletons in their closet, man, a lot of demons that they battling with, that they facing, they can be bringing that into y'all's thing. Mm-hmm. And when you're trying to go into having a positive relationship, healthy, you know, you kind of don't want to be mixing that stuff in, man, because it could really do some damage and hurt y'all.
Right.
Coming between you and your partner, especially if your significant other, they really, really have that attachment to their parent, and they hang on to their every word and look up to them, and it might it could be bad. It could get real bad.
That's a tough spot.
What you thinking, baby?
That's a tough spot.
I got more, but I'm gonna let Bae come in and chime in a little bit.
Okay. I completely agree with my husband with reserving your energy and protecting your peace and not letting the devil in. Okay. But I'm gonna say this: we all have some dysfunction in every family. I like to think. Some of y'all probably don't, but for the most of us, we have some family trauma, and it just kind of is what it is. Some things you don't even understand until you're grown. Because my mom, she's not really a in-law type of person either. But
what do you mean when you say?
She would fake it with the bacon. You know what I'm saying? So my mama, she would be when she's in their presence, she'll tolerate them. But if she don't have to be in their presence, or she just, you know.
Right, she don't care to deal with the person.
But she's,
with the person.
what is the word that I'm looking for? She's social.
She'll try to be cautious for the sake of you and y'all's relationship.
Cordial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it is. With her in-laws. So I didn't really get the shut down. The in-laws is like I didn't really see that as much. But like my husband said, when you become an adult and you're dealing with the things on your own, you got to make the right decisions to protect your marriage, your relationship, your whatever. I tend to have the kind of mom who wants to control everything and everyone. I can't speak on my dad because he's never really wanted to be a person in my life, let alone my relationships. So, family could be. I'm ranting because again, I didn't think too much about the topic.
You didn't think? Do you think that it's things there that made like that you just kind of just don't sit well with, and it bothers you, and it kind of like, or you just think you don't really care for it at all? Like, what do you think?
What are we talking about?
I'm saying, baby, because you're saying that
in-laws or family.
Yeah, the in-laws, family, the thing. Like, are you one of those people that kind of like, it is what it is, or you kind of feel like you wish that it could be different? Do you feel like you're one of those people?
Okay. I guess if I break it down, so I'm really close with my family. So me and all of my siblings are very close. I remember when I was younger, I used to get in relationships and I seek the approval of my family. If my mom has something negative to say, I'll start looking. Like, okay, do I see that? Instead of defending my partner, I would be looking. And then if my brother was kind of like, that nigga kind of lame, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would be kind of like, he is kind of, you know what I'm saying? So I was one of those who allowed my family to choose the guy in my life or seeking their approval before I move further with anyone.
Now y'all see that what Bay's saying? That's tough. I hope a lot of y'all aren't doing that.
Yeah.
That's you listen. If you're doing that, what Bay used to do, you gotta stop, man. You gotta stop. That's not fair to the other person. You need to learn how to have your own identity, what you see, what you value. Stop hanging on to what your people see and what they believe, especially if you're coming from dysfunction. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's wonderful that they stuck together as a unit, and that's cool. I admire that. But if it's dysfunction, though, you got to kind of try to create something different, something more healthy, because I'm going to say you'll deprive yourself from your own blessings because you listening to what your family, because what if your mom is miserable? What if she's bitter? What if she's unhappy with her life and what she got going on right now? She's not saying that she want the worst for you or want you to be in the same predicaments as her, but she may not be able to give the best judgment because she's such an unhappy person. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to take advice from somebody who telling you how to make money and they broke every day. You understand what I'm saying? It don't make sense. You understand what I'm saying? So why would you listen to a mother who don't have a husband or have a healthy relationship with others? Because a lot of y'all have husbands and wives, but it's not healthy relationships with those people. So it might as well not exist at all. I think we was listening to something, babe, where it said, we were listening to a clip that said, if two people who are together, but they don't really get along, it's the same as so they're together, but they're not together. It's the same as not being with them at all. It's the same as breaking it up. So the guy was basically saying, if he was talking about children growing up in that kind of household, that's what he said. He said, so if a child grows up in a household where two people are together, but they never get along, he said it affects the child the same as two parents who separated.
Right.
And had a divorce.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you're still working backwards, even if you stay with the person and say, I'm gonna just stick it out. You get what I'm saying? So it's no good, man. So the seeking approval from your family members, y'all gotta stop that. Don't do that.
So when I found myself doing that, it took me a long time to realize what was happening. And after I kept finding myself single and by myself, but watching them still put up in a misery or put up with the bare minimum or less than, and I'm not judgmental. So I would never say, hey, your girlfriend ain't, or your man or your husband ain't fit either. You know what I'm saying? I would never say that. I would just take what they're saying, and I would look for the flaws in my person, and I would just move around. But again, like I said, after doing that so many times and seeing that your shit ain't good, but you still sitting in it, and you got the audacity to tell me that I need to remove myself or I can do better. You don't think you can do better?
Right.
So at that point, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna try to figure this out. And I mean, when you ain't got much to go on because you did come from dysfunction, you might be thinking, okay, I'm cutting them off, but you're still operating with what they taught you because it's learned behavior.
Learned behavior, that's right.
You know,
I'm y'all listening to this, and I have to say this on camera. Like, I am so proud of my baby. I'm so proud of my wife. Like, seriously, I'm really so proud of you, baby. Are you hearing this? She's grown so much. She's learned so much. Like, she has really figured so many things out. And I love to see her blossoming like a flower. Like, it's just wonderful to see. Did you hear what she just said?
They didn't hear me, baby.
Yeah, that's beautiful to see. You know, it's right here in front of your eyes, and y'all are witnessing this on live on the show. She literally just said that she was taking the influences, and she would get rid of what she had going on and see them still dealing in their mess, and they stay. And she realized that I had to stop doing that. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm glad baby covered this, because a lot of y'all, I'm gonna say men and women, excuse me. Cheating is not the only bad thing to deal with. A lot of y'all think, I'm talking to you women especially, y'all always think cheating is the ultimate.
Yeah.
It is not. What baby just expressed is also a ultimate.
Yes.
If you're with that man and he dealing with you and your mama, your father, your sister, your brothers, like, that's the ultimate too. Y'all are making these people suffer because you care about what your mama think, what your daddy think, what your brother, your sister, you care about what all these people think. But they are gonna mess up your lives and they're gonna live their own. They not sitting around waiting for your approval.
Not at all.
So what are you doing that for? Use your own mind, especially if you're coming from dysfunction. It's no excuse. When you're an adult, you know, you have the option and the choice to think for yourself. Go pick up a book. Go seek some knowledge. That's one thing my wife love about me, that I go look for knowledge. I be researching stuff, y'all. Y'all need to do that. Nobody gave us a manual, and our parents didn't know shit. They didn't know nothing. Excuse my language. They didn't know nothing. You know, so getting it from them, that's your first mistake. You know how much stuff I done found out that they done told us when we was little, and it was lies, y'all. It was lies. You know, and I don't want to teach that to my children. I'm trying to teach them the right information after going to find it. So yes, again, I'm so proud of my baby. I'm gonna clap for her myself, because I love that. She's grown so much. She's a wonderful, beautiful, amazing woman. I'm thankful to have her. And I hope that for you fellas one day. I hope that for you ladies, if you haven't blossomed to that, I hope that you women do that. But yes, for me, I'm gonna say this. I'm happy that I did learn the things that I learned from my mom, as far as not caring about in-laws' approval. Because think about the person who cares about being approved by someone's mom and dad. That can really bother them. See, I was fortunate enough to have a mom that didn't care about what an in-law felt about them, any in-laws. So with me having that, I can still love my wife the same whether her mom is around or her dad is around, whatever. You know, it don't make me feel like it's an incompletion. You know, I would love to have my in-laws around. Oh yeah, I love to have my mother-in-law around and treat her like she my mama. You know, build our own little relationship. A father-in-law, treat him like it. You know, whatever. You know, it's my main focus and my main thing is treating my wife right. You know, I'm Team Rena all day. I say it all the time. You know, I tell my son that too. You know, I be like, yo, I'm me and your mom, we this. We teammates.
Yeah.
It's us against the world.
Right.
You know, so and he be having my back. He ride for dad. I'm gonna tell you this now. Like, and he love his mama too. You know, he be having her back too, but you know, when he with pops, you know, it's yeah. So
Yeah.
but yeah, man, y'all need to work on that. Y'all need to work on that. Don't be say what you got, baby? What you gonna say?
I will say, although I had to figure that out on my own.
Mm-hmm.
When I got in this relationship, in this marriage, when we got together, we had so many things thrown at us.
We did.
From the family.
We did.
Hard things.
I didn't know if Bae wanted to bring that up, but go ahead, Bae.
I'm gonna say that. So although I learned that if they gonna sit in they mess, they can't tell me what to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when I became older, if I did not go through the things that I went through with you, you actually taught me how to shut things off. You know what I'm saying? You was like, babe, it ain't right. If it ain't right, let it go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because although I would tell them, I would be sitting there like, yeah, okay, I think I'm gonna just keep this one, even though you don't approve of it. But like I said, I still was bringing in the dysfunction from my learned behavior. When I got with you, all of those everything that I knew, I forgot.
Yeah.
And I just learned whatever you were teaching.
Right.
I followed, I submit, you know, and you were my leader, and you guided us to where we are right now. You know, I don't have my family, my sister, my mom, my brothers. I don't have them in my life like I would like them to be.
Right.
But that's fine, because I got all of that in one husband. Y'all understand what I'm saying? One person brought me everything that I needed. It would be nice to have them around. It would be nice for them to be happy for me. I'm not saying that they're not happy for me, but they don't understand it.
Right.
You know? Right. And a lot of times when people don't understand things, they react.
Right.
Real, you know.
Yeah, in a bad way. And it causes problems.
Right. And I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. I don't want no smoke. I don't want none of that.
Yeah, listen. That's my baby is so amazing. And I hear the genuineness, and I believe the genuineness in what she's saying. I'm thankful and glad that she was able to adapt to that mindset. Because when I tell y'all, I don't want nothing but the best for this woman.
Right.
I want her to smile when she goes to sleep, just as much as when she wakes up and throughout her days. And that's all I want for her. So, and don't mistake it, y'all. I'm open to family, her family, my family. But if it's BS, it's BS.
Right.
You know, if these people can't be around and add on to our happiness, you know, because we create happiness with each other every single day. I mean, you got to be here. You know what I mean? It's just wonderful when you see. Now, I'm not telling you we don't have problems, we don't have disputes, but when I'm gonna tell you this: when me and my wife had disputes, they get resolved so fast. Yes. They don't go 24 hours. They don't go 12 hours. Oh no, we would die. We would die. Let me tell you something. You know, so it's like we're able to be so vulnerable with each other, and I'm telling y'all, this is the secret ingredients. Believe me when I say, my wife can vouch for this. The secret ingredients is you have to be vulnerable with each other 100%. There's no room for pride. None of that. It's not weakness.
Nope.
It's not weakness. It's you're submitting to love. You're submitting to the success of the relationship, the marriage. You gotta do it.
You're creating healthy.
Yes, and when you do it, I'm telling you, it works out. Don't get me wrong, you're gonna have times and moments where you feeling like, I don't want to feel like this. I'm hurting. But when you express that to your person that you hurting, your feelings is hurt, something that they done hurt you, and just let it out. And I know it's scary. I know it's scary.
Oh, yeah.
But when you do it, and then that person say, I'm sorry, baby, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. What did I do?
Right.
When they give you that genuine, you're going to feel so relieved and so much better.
Yeah.
It's tricky, I know, but you got to test them on it. Now, when you do it, if the person slapped it down, run far away. And I'm talking to you too, the other person who doesn't know how to let that person be vulnerable.
Right.
As soon as you slap them down,
don't invalidate.
Yeah, don't invalidate. But I'm gonna tell them, as soon as you slap them down, you might have just killed the relationship.
Probably.
You can't slap them down. And I'm gonna tell you something. And I'm talking to my people, blacks, right here. We come from too much dysfunction. We come from too much heartache and pain. We don't have room to continuously keep hurting each other.
Right.
I'm telling you now that y'all don't have room to continuously keep making mistakes.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna tell you. Nobody's perfect, and we'll make our errors. But if your person comes to you and be vulnerable, I'm talking about man and woman, and you slap them down, and you got the same as us, you might have just killed it.
Yeah.
You might have just killed it. Now, if they forgive you and give it another shot at coming to you again when you hurt them and try that vulnerability again, you're lucky.
Right.
You're real lucky. My wife has never got slapped down from telling me she was hurting, her feelings was hurt, or I done something to make her, and vice versa. She embraced it. Babe, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel, and vice versa. Am I lying, babe? I don't think we ever had one moment where we did not made each other feelings feel invalid. Not once.
No.
And that's what it takes. That's what it takes. We got to get this stuff right, man.
Communication.
Yes.
Very strong communication.
Yes.
Vulnerability, like my husband said. And not invalidating your partner's feelings. Listening with open ears. Don't stonewall. Don't block out something and only hear this and respond. Don't listen to respond.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, you got to listen and you really got to give up about what they telling you.
Yes.
And you got to fix it.
Yes.
Because if there's room, if it can be repaired, you should repair it.
Yes.
If you can't, I mean, if it's just something you ain't willing to do, if you ain't willing to give your partner that same vulnerability that they're giving you, that same attention that they're giving you, you might need to walk away. But again, you know, when we talking about this dysfunction that we got and our family members in our ear and us going behind our partner's back, talking about our partner to our family and friends.
Ooh,
that's
a
no-no.
good, man. That's a good touch.
That's a no-no.
That's a good touch. I don't never talk down on my wife to my family.
That's
I may be upset about something she might have. I'm gonna tell y'all something I done. I was just telling baby this. I don't even call my family no more if me and her have an issue. And don't mistake it. We don't even really have issues.
Right.
And a lot of times when we do have them, we tackle them quick.
Right.
We tackle them quick. Because you're not going to feel better by calling somebody.
Right.
And I'm going to tell y'all this too. If you know you're going to stay, don't waste your time calling.
Don't even call nobody.
In the beginning, I was calling people when it was an incident. I'm going to tell y'all now, I stopped calling. Because I came to the realization that you're not leaving.
Right.
You love her to death. There ain't no point of calling them. If you want to call somebody, call her.
Right.
Or wait till it's time for you to talk to her. Because you ain't leaving.
Yeah.
So what you calling people ranting and talking crazy about her for?
Yeah, because one thing about it is you gonna get over it. You gonna forgive. But that person who you was venting to, all they give a fuck. All they care about is you and how you was feeling.
Yep, exactly.
They don't care about your partner. They don't care that y'all fixed it. They gonna think, oh, they gonna do it again. It's just gonna be a matter of time before I get this call again. So it's a no-no. Like my husband said, just don't do it. If you can't talk to your partner about what they did to make you feel some type of way, you might as well sit there in silence. Because calling somebody ain't gonna help the situation. It only makes it worse.
It don't. And that's what we talking about too with the in-laws. Imagine having them in our space and they see certain things. They may not forgive us the same way that we will forgive each other. You know? So it's tough, y'all, and I will tell y'all this. Your relationship has to be micromanaged. My baby know I've been saying that since day one. Because a lot of stuff I figured out and I had to share with my wife. I said, baby, we have to micromanage our relationship. A lot of y'all need to start doing the same. When there's an issue, you have to discuss it.
Yes.
I even instilled this in my wife. I told her, babe, when we have an issue, we have to discuss it and get to the bottom of it. Yeah. Because if we just leave it unattended, it's gonna fester and it's gonna grow and grow and grow and it's gonna get worse. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna sit there and it's gonna be like an anchor on us.
Yeah.
That never goes away.
Because I would agree with what my husband's saying, because I am a person who's like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, mm-hmm. or in a few minutes we'll be good, or you know what I'm saying, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, mm-hmm. I would shut down and not deal with things. And my husband was like, baby, what's wrong with you? Mm-hmm. And I'd be like, nothing. He was like, nah, what's wrong with you? Yep. You know, yep. I've always been a person who's like, with time, I'll feel better. Yeah. I hated that. I hated that she did that. With time, you don't feel better. Yeah. With time, you just putting it in your memory bank, mm-hmm. and then when the next thing happened, yeah. and the next thing happened, and the next thing happened, and then when you explode, you're building up it's anger. Huge. Yeah. You know, over something that was so little that you could have just said, hey, babe, I felt some type of way when you said what you said to me. Mm-hmm. And it could have been resolved at that point. And mm-hmm. then you can move on forward with your happy life, you know, until something else come up. You know mm-hmm. what I'm saying? But a lot of times men, what they did to us women was they made us feel like we were nagging. Mm-hmm. If we expressed certain things to them, we were told that we were nagging. You know, so guess what we did? We started shedding the F up.
Yeah, they did.
We start holding it in and not saying nothing and not being women, because we are women. That's what women do. Oh, babe, you hurt my feelings. Oh, babe, you know, and I get to be in my soft girl life now. You do. But at first, I was walking around holding and bottling things up, and it keep the frown on your face. Don't you just want to smile and be cute and know everything okay? Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, yeah, but yeah, like I said, it's not nagging. Say what's on your mind. And men, you ain't being weak if you express to your woman what you're feeling. Yep. Open your mouth. Yep. Because when you call and tell that family or that in-law, call her mama, that's her mama. She gonna have her back. Mm-hmm. She might not have her back right there on the phone with you, but she calling and telling her everything that you said. Yep. It's a no-no. It's a no-no across the board. What you got back?
I ain't gonna lie. When you be talking like that, you be, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. She be getting me with that. You know what's funny, y'all? I don't know if y'all go through this, fellas. Or women, you know. When my baby be talking a certain way and saying certain things, I feel so proud, right? And I just be falling in love with her over again. Like, y'all don't think that's crazy? It's like I literally be falling in love with her over and over again.
I'm gonna tell y'all why he feel like that.
Why?
And I could be wrong.
Why?
But because my husband takes the lead on everything. He does the thinking for the most part. He does the decision making for the most part. Mm-hmm. And I don't say much about nothing. It's just like, okay, baby.
What?
That works. So when I am talking and saying things, he's like, damn, baby, you really taking in. I mean, I learned from him. So he don't understand that I be demonstrating.
Okay, you got it better.
He doesn't understand that I be demonstrating everything that I learned from him that he
No, I do.
So I'm gonna say that. And it's not that I don't talk around here, but it's like, if he's talking and he's leading and he's creating what we're about to do, creating the schedule, creating the life for us, what is there to talk about? So right. This is when I get to talk. So, I mean, like I said, I could be wrong, but for the most part, that's kind of how it is. I don't do the rebuttaling too much about nothing. We don't do the back and forth with the arguing. So it's like, you don't hear my voice unless it's, thank you, baby, or sure, okay, you know, stuff like that. So when I get to talk here, he be just like, damn, okay. But it's only impressive because he sees what he's instilling in this marriage. And I am a representation of him. Okay.
I love it. She's right, y'all. She's right. No, she everything she's saying is right. I instill that in her. And I love the fact that it's really sticking with her. And even the way she be having my back, y'all. and I love that so
You
much.
got to.
Yeah, no, but she's right about what she's saying. I'm going to the grave before I would ever leave this woman. It ain't happening. But it's just amazing to see how you can be with a woman of this caliber, and you know, and just instill so many things into her, and she just embrace it. And when she speaks, she's speaking it, and she ain't just talking. She be moving like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I love that. I love that a lot. My bad, y'all. I'm getting off. My fault, man. I'm a proud man. But yeah, no, yeah, man, it's cool. It's dope. My baby is really blossomed, like I said, and I love the fact, because at the end of the day, she knows that the way that she was doing things or what she came from is dysfunction. She can admit that and face that, and come to me, you know, and then be like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because she's still intelligent. It doesn't mean she's dumb or nothing like that. It's just that people are brought up a certain way. They've learned certain habits, you know. But what makes a person amazing and wonderful, is such as my wife, is the fact that they can hear and see something and be like, that do seem like that's a better way than what I've learned or what I was doing at first, and just do it. You know what I'm saying? Because like my baby say, she really do be in her soft girl era. Like, she really like, listen, I can say the slightest thing wrong and she'll be like, you hurt my feelings. And I'm like, I did, babe, what I say? I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go straight to it. You know what I'm saying? But we used to, and I'm saying that because she was talking about us men, how we be like, chicks be nagging. I've always been that guy. I've always said a chick was nagging. I don't do that with my wife. When she say anything bother that I said, I be like, baby, I did not mean to make you feel like that. I'm sorry. What can I do to make it better? Like, and then she give me the little face, the little pouty face. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm always willing to fix it, man. And fellas, we got to do the same thing for the right person. For the right person. Ladies, you have to be willing to submit to him and follow his lead. Otherwise,
your mama and daddy out your business.
Keep your mom and dad out your business.
Sisters and brothers.
Yes,
and cousins.
yes, all that. Otherwise, I'm gonna tell you women this. I'm telling you this now. If you can't do that for that man, he does not have to grant you with considering everything you feel.
Oh man.
He does not have to do that. I'm telling y'all this now. I only do that with my wife because she respects me, she follows me, she hangs on to my every word. You know, and she lets me feel her with a lot of knowledge and wisdom that I've gained for us to have a great relationship. And I will love her to my dying days for that. I will go to the end of the earth for her for that. This is what men need from you, ladies. They really do. I'm not telling you just give it to any old dude. You know, she gotta also be showing that he's worthy. Right. You know, but ladies, stop moving the goalposts. Because y'all are good for doing that. You're good for moving the goalposts. Oh, well, you need to be doing this. Once you start doing that, or once you get to this level, then I'll start doing it. No, you got to start doing it from day one. Yeah. Start doing it from day one, and if he show you he's not worthy, get away and find someone else. Right. That's all you got to do. But stop moving goalposts. Yeah. Quit doing that.
Well, you know, when I talk to these women, a lot of these women don't really feel me when I be talking. But I felt something.
What you getting your Clarissa skills on?
Yeah, but I felt what you were saying. I felt what you were saying.
Right.
Because I'm a strong believer in not calling your girlfriends, not calling your friends, your mommy and your daddy for advice, because their advice isn't the best advice. The only advice you need is to go talk to your partner and ask him, what can you do to be better? One morning I shocked my baby and I said, babe, what can I do to be a better wife? And he was like, huh? What's my... He was like, huh? I'm like, babe, I'm just asking, like, just randomly.
I'm like, you already doing everything.
And that was the response. But if you ain't already doing everything, just ask. Just ask him. Say, hey, what can I do to be a better woman for you, a better wife for you,
right?
Better girlfriend to you, a better mother for our children. Yeah. I mean, because a lot of times we stuck in relationships with men who ain't gonna tell us that we fucked up moms.
That's true. That is very true.
They timid. They don't want to cross that. They don't want to cross that line. They don't ever want to tell you that you are a bad mom. But listen, sometimes you are a bad mom. And you need to just ask him what you think I should be doing different.
Amen, baby. Talk your talk.
You understand? Because one thing about it is we come with way more baggage than these men do. We damage these men way more than they damage us. Everybody want to sit here and say the N-words ain't this and they ain't that and me and this and me and that. It ain't the men. It start with us. We got to be better women so we can get better men. You understand what I'm saying? So I was not a great woman. I wasn't fucked up. But I knew that when I got this man over here, I was willing to do something that I did not do ever in life. I was willing to listen. I was willing to shut the fuck up. And I was willing to submit. What you need from me? Oh, I can do that. And knowing that what I was going to get in return was going to be way better than the small thing he was asking me for. So sometimes you just got to sit your partner down. And because a lot of times these men, again, they don't want to come off. They don't want to hurt our feelings. They ain't going to just say, oh, you a sucky mom, or oh, you need to shut the fuck up when I'm talking and listen sometime. A lot of times they ain't gonna say that. They gonna let you dig your own hole, and then y'all relationship, y'all roommates before you know it. Cause he ain't gonna leave and you might not leave. Now y'all just sitting there being roommates. When all you gotta do is ask the question. You know? And I could say for the men, all you gotta do is tell her. Cause one thing about me is I dated a few soft guys. Like in my past relationships, they were soft guys. I've never dated someone like my husband. So that's why it was so easy for me to get in line. So men, if you are a dominant man or alpha male, be that. Show her that. And she got to get in line. But if she's a dominant woman and you're an alpha male, it may not work. Somebody gotta step down and sit down.
Very, very true.
So, but calling your family and your friends and in-laws and his in-law, his mom and his sister, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
We ain't finna just let you just jump back on the in-laws.
It ain't gonna work. I was just getting that out.
Hold up. We
I
ain't
knew
letting
you was
do
coming
that.
with the thunder.
First off, I'm finna say this, babe. Don't shoot the messenger, but when you drop this one, they gonna be calling you a pick-me. I can see that now. But I'm gonna tell you this.
Let me tell you, that's why I got picked.
I was just gonna say cause baby was running and gunning just now. Did y'all hear her? She was talking her ish. You hear me? But I'm gonna tell y'all this. You can call my wife a pick me, cause she got picked. She deserves to be a wife. Are you listen, we going to church right now. Did you hear what just came out of her mouth? Did you hear that talk she was talking? You can't tell me you don't see how I'm winning right now. I am winning. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Listen, baby already know this. Y'all don't know. We gonna say this on air. I am a 100% faithful man. You understand? I would never dare jeopardize with anybody, any other woman out there to mess up what I got right here. That's a lot of work right there. You know what I'm saying? For real, my baby is talking that talk. Because listen, what she's saying is true, man. A lot of dudes and fellas, wifey just said it. You got to start speaking up. Ladies, a lot of y'all got to get it together. Because it ain't together, mom. And baby just told y'all. I'm going to tell you something right now. Y'all better crown my wife. The fact that she's sitting here on this live admitting to y'all, I wasn't this. She said it. I wasn't this. But with this man, I knew I needed to. She deserved that title. She deserves that crown. She deserved that ring. She deserves that. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell y'all something else. I'm going to tell you how in tune I am with my wife. I can vouch for what she's saying without being there. She said, I've never been with a man like my husband. The guys I dealt with were soft. I know this without being there. Because when I came to her and I was dealing with her, you know, and things she shared with me, I'm like, every dude she had was soft. I came to the conclusion before she said it. I said it. You understand what I'm saying? But the fact that she can sit here on here and say this to y'all, that's amazing to me. That my wife has become so aware that she know that this man ain't like none of the others that I've had. I love it. I'm gonna say it again, I'm gonna love my wife till my dying days. She's blossomed so much, y'all. You know, so. But I'm gonna let you take it away, babe. And that's why I wanted her to leave. Cause she been talking that talk. Y'all remember the last episode? She been talking that talk.
Well, I don't want to lose all my girl fans, but a lot of time, that's why I'm here. Though. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I would sit on any platform, and I would sit next to any woman, and I would still, after going through this marriage and being in this right here with my husband, and I would still tell her, hey, he ain't the problem. You might be the motherfucking problem, and be okay with that. Again, only because I know our mindset as women. But I am gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Y'all can call me a pick-me, but like my husband said, I got chose. I'm trying to tell y'all how to get chose. All you gotta do is what that man is asking of you.
Tell him, babe. And
if he's asking of what you feel like is too much, sit him down and say, hey, babe, I might not be able to get that for you. You understand what I'm saying? And at least let him know. He might say, well, I gotta go. Yeah. But at least you let him know. Don't put people in situations where they don't have a choice. Always allow, and that goes for the men too. If you a cheater or whatever, always let the other person know that what they're asking of you cannot be delivered. I have yet to run across that situation with my husband. I remember one time, and I'm gonna wrap this up, but I remember one time he asked me, he was like, hey, is that too much? Do you think you could do that? Well, just let me know if you can't do that. And I'm sitting here like, if I say I can't do that, I'm gonna lose my husband. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, man, I can do that. I'm like, yeah, I can do it. He like, is you sure?
Right.
He's like, yeah, babe, I'm sure I can do it. So just imagine how much work I had to do to be able to do something that I probably knew I couldn't do. But guess what? For this man, I was like, I'm gonna figure it the hell out. Because this is where I want to be. This is where I need to be. So I was like, I don't give a damn what it consists of. I'm doing it. I'm getting it together. So, but again, like I said, if I lose all my girlfriends, all my girl fans on this one, I don't even feel bad. Because again, like I said, I got everything I need in this one man anyway. But I would like y'all to stay here and watch and learn and try and just give it y'all all and just try some of these tips. I'm telling you. And if you got a soft man and you're a dominant woman, y'all might could work. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might could work. If you have a alpha male and you're a dominant woman, it ain't gonna work. Somebody gotta be balanced at the end of the day. It gotta be balanced. Y'all both can't do and women, it's okay to be in your soft girl era. It's okay to bow down and get out the way and stop doing the manly things, you know. Like we said in previous episodes that a lot of people are together for the 50-50 and the beneficial of what the other person is doing for them. Sometimes you gotta be like, look, babe, I ain't no man. I can't be, you gonna have to come with it. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta give that man that. A man wants to be wanted. He wants to be needed from you. That's your only two jobs. You ain't really got a lot of jobs to do, but you got a lot of shit that come with you. But you ain't got a lot of jobs to do. He's not requesting that much from you that you cannot do. If I can do it, all of y'all can do it. And I ain't saying that because I was out there person. I'm saying that because I was a very independent person. I took care of my family. I took care of everybody in my life, all of my friends, all of my cousins. We all ate good. We looked good. We dressed good. All of that coming from me. I worked my ass off to make sure that we all were good. So I'm saying if I could be a woman who could say, hey, let me just sit down and let my husband handle this. You can too.
And for the record, before we wrap up, I'm gonna wrap y'all up. I'm beefed up with y'all. All them friends and family members my baby was taking care of, because y'all ain't nowhere to be found. So I got beef. Understand?
It's okay.
But other than that, though, like my baby said, let the person know that what they're asking of you is too much. You're not worthy. One thing I want y'all to start doing is being honest with yourselves.
Yes.
Know that you can deliver.
Yes.
At the end of the day, you know, I know you don't want to come off weak as a loser, but I mean, if you ain't built like that, you ain't built like that. Everybody ain't meant to win, you know. But stop making people believe you're built like that and you're meant to win. There's too much perpetrating going on. You ain't, a lot of the people you're not built to really sit through things and really give your best and be your best at it. You know, you're wasting a lot of people's time. Stop doing that. You know, because you're only causing yourself hurt and them hurt at the same time.
Yeah.
Probably more so yourself too.
Right.
You know, because once the person catch on that you really ain't on that, they gonna play you.
It's your mask.
Yeah, they gonna, yeah. So stop doing that. Stop doing that. Challenge yourself too, you know. Really put the work in, you know. But yeah, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. I think this one might have been a little lengthy, but wifey dropped some gems. Wifey dropped some gems. I'm feeling it. I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, family ties, in-laws, man, don't be letting them ruin your relationships, your marriages. Y'all keep that stuff separate. If they can't come in and bring healthy and pure love and become a part of y'all bubble that y'all are in and add to it, then they have to be removed. I'm sorry.
Or a little more they add.
Yeah, family is it's not based off blood. You know, it's based off, you know, actions, how they dealing with you. You know, so always keep that in mind. So yeah, in-laws, get your stuff together.
Set boundaries.
Yeah, set boundaries.
Make people respect your boundaries.
And understand, in-laws, we're not trying to write y'all off or exclude y'all out. We want y'all a part of the family. We would love that, but if y'all can't get away from y'all's dysfunction and y'all ways, stay where you're at.
If you ain't willing to respect.
Yeah, if you're not ready to respect, if you're not willing, and it ain't just about respect, because the thing about it is for the two couples, and I'm gonna speak for me and my wife, for us to stay healthy and happy every day, we do work on this from sun up to sundown.
Right.
We put the work in. We have the tough conversations. If you can't do that, if you can't be a part of that, in-laws, you gotta just keep your distance.
Right.
We'll see you when we see you. And that's it. That's it, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Love.
Love.